बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आर्ट चैनल पे खुश आमदीद। आज एक और मालूमाती और ख़ुसूसी तौर पर आलमी मेयार की शॉर्ट स्टोरी नेल्सन मंडेला, एक बहुत बड़ी हकीकत, एक बहुत बड़ी कोशिश जो इंसानी तारीख़ में कभी ख़त्म नहीं हो सकती। पेश खिदमत है शॉर्ट स्टोरी ऑन Nelson Mandela. After becoming president, I asked some of my bodyguard members to go for a walk in town. After the walk, we went for lunch at a restaurant. We sat in one of the most central ones, and each of us asked what we wanted. After a bit of waiting, the waiter who brought our menus appeared. At that moment, I realized that at the table that was right in front of ours, there was a single man waiting to be served. When he was served, I told to one of my soldiers, "Go ask that man to join us." When he was served, I told one of my soldiers, "Go ask that man to join us." The soldiers went and transmitted my invitation. The man stood up, took the plate, and sat next to me. While eating, his hands were constantly shaking, and he did not lift his head from the food. When we finished, he waved at me without even. While eating, his hands were constantly shaking, and he did not lift his head from the food. When we finished, he waved at me without even looking at me. I shook his hand and walked away. Soldier said to me, "Mediba, that man must be very sick, as his hands would not stop shaking while he was eating." "No, not at all. The reason for his tremor is another," I replied. They looked at me weird and said to them, "That man was the guardian of the jail I was locked up in. Often, after the torture I was subjected to, I screamed and cried for water, and he came to humiliate me. He laughed at me, and instead of giving me water, he urinated on my head. He was not sick. He was sacred and shook, maybe fearing that I know that I am president of South Africa, would send him to jail and do the same thing he did with me, torturing and humiliating. But that's not me. The behavior is not part of my character nor my ethics. Minds that seeks revenge destroy states, while those that seeks reconciliation build the nations." And this is message from Nelson Mandela, the long-lasting president of South Africa, the full of struggle, ultimately winning of humanity. Do subscribe our channel Arch and Ocean, namely A and O. Thank you. Kindly subscribe and share A and O Arch and Ocean. एंड मज़ीद आपको बताते चलें, लेक्चरर भर्ती PPSC के लिए हमारी ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन क्लासेस जारी हैं। सब्जेक्ट साइकोलॉजी, एजुकेशन, सोशियोलॉजी, स्टैटिस्टिक्स, जनरल नॉलेज और इंटरव्यू की बेहतरीन तैयारी के लिए रब्ता कीजिए हमारे दिए गए एड्रेस पे AANDO academy@gmail.com पे. Once again requested, subscribe and must share Arch and Ocean with your dears and near ones. Thank you very much. Stay in touch, stay safe, stay connected.